Hello everyone, my name is Anshu Kumar and I am one of the math experts from QMath. We are the number one math experts community in India and we make learning mathematics fun. We at QMath enable our students to look for the why before the what of a concept, and all our students learn the concepts by themselves just by working on them. So I welcome you all to our channel, the NCERT Class 8 Math, where we will be posting videos on concepts and questions of different topics of this grade. So if you like this video, do share it with your friends, click on the like button, do subscribe to our channel and also click on the bell icon. Also, if you want a live one-on-one session with one of the QMath certified teachers, do check the link in the description to enroll with QMath. Also, if you register with that link right now, you're going to get one free live online demo session. So you all have learned about rational numbers in the previous grade, and you also know the different types of it. In today's video, we are going to discuss the properties of rational numbers. So a very quick recap, a rational number can be defined as any number which can be represented in the form of P over Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. So based on this definition, we can say that any fraction falls under the category of a rational number given the condition that the denominator cannot be 0. So all the natural numbers, whole numbers, even integers, they all can be represented as fractions. Hence, these all falls under the category of rational numbers. So in today's video, we are going to discuss the properties of addition and subtraction of rational numbers. Let's check if the addition and subtraction of rational numbers is commutative or not. So for that, we are going to take a few examples. So let's take two rational numbers a and b, where a is 1 over 11, b is 7 over 11. Let's first check for the addition part. So to check for the addition part, let's take the expression a plus b and let's find the value of this. So a plus b gives us 1 over 11 plus 7 over 11. Now we see that the denominators are 11 for both the fractions. So the LCM would also be 11 and the numerator would be 1 plus 7, which is going to give us 8 over 11. So this is the value of the expression a plus b. Now let's solve for the expression b plus a. So let's substitute the value. So 7 over 11 plus 1 over 11. Again, the LCM of both the fractions would be 11. The numerator part, we will write 7 plus 1, which is going to give us 8 over 11. Now, based on this result, we can draw a conclusion that a plus b is equal to b plus a. Now, let's verify the same thing for the subtraction part, where we'll first find the value of the expression a minus b. We're going to take the same set of examples. So a is 1 over 11, whereas b is 7 over 11. The LCM definitely is going to be 11. In the numerator, we are going to get 1 minus 7, which is going to give us negative 6 over 11. Let's solve for the expression b minus a now. So b minus a is going to give us 7 over 11 minus 1 over 11. The next line would give us 7 minus 1 over 11, and the result would be 6 over 11. Now, based on these two results, we can also draw a conclusion that a minus b is not equal to b minus a. So we can definitely say that the addition of rational number is commutative, but the subtraction or the difference of rational numbers is not commutative. So you all can take more examples and verify the same. Let's now move on to the next property, where we'll have to check that a set of rational numbers is closed under addition and subtraction. Now to verify this property, let's again take a couple of examples, a couple of rational numbers. So a is equal to 2 over 7, b is equal to 1 over 3. Let's again verify the addition part first. Let's find the value of the expression a plus b. So a plus b here would give us 2 over 7 plus 1 over 3. Now here the denominators are not same, so we'll have to take the LCM of 7 and 3, and we know the LCM would be 21. So to convert this 7 into 21, we'll have to multiply 3 to this. And if we are multiplying 3 to the denominator, we'll have to multiply 3 to the numerator. So this fraction would now become 6 over 21 plus the same thing we'll have to do for the other denominator. To convert this into 21, we'll have to multiply 7, and we'll have to multiply 7 to the numerator as well. So this fraction 1 over 3 now becomes 7 over 21. Now the denominators are same, so we can take them as the LCM. So 6 plus 7 over 21 would give us 13 over 21. Now based on the closure property, we can conclude that when we added two rational numbers, we got 13 over 21, which is again a rational number. So let's check for the subtraction part now. Well, where we'll find the value of the expression a minus b, which is nothing but 2 over 7 minus 1 over 3. Now, since we know already that 2 over 7 can be written as 6 over 21 and 1 over 3 can be written as 7 over 21, the common denominator would be 21. So 6 minus 7 over 21 would give us negative 1 over 21. So based on this result, we again can conclude that when we subtracted or we found out the difference of two rational numbers, we again got a rational number as the result, which is negative 1 over 21 in this case. So a set of rational numbers is closed under both addition and subtraction. Let's now check if the addition and subtraction of rational numbers, they both are associative or not. Now to check for this property, let's take a few rational numbers as an example. So a would be 2 over 11, b is 1 over 11, and c is 5 over 11. Now let's check for the addition part first. Now to check for the addition part first and verify the associative property, we'll have to first find the value of the expression a plus in brackets b plus c. Now let's substitute the values first. So 2 over 11 plus inside the bracket 1 over 11 plus 5 over 11. Now if we solve the bracket, as you see that both the denominators are 11, so you'll have a common LCM, and 1 plus 5 gives us 6. Again 2 over 11 plus 6 over 11, the common LCM would be 11, and 2 plus 6 is going to give us 8. Now in the next part, we'll have to find the value of the expression a plus b inside the bracket plus c. Now let's substitute the values here again. So 2 over 11 plus 1 over 11. This is added to 5 over 11. So if we solve the bracket first, we are going to get the common denominator as 11, and 2 plus 1 gives us 3. So 3 over 11 plus 5 over 11. And if we solve this, so the common denominator is 11, and 3 plus 5 gives us 8. Now based on these two values, we can conclude that a plus in brackets b plus c is equal to a plus b inside the bracket plus c. Now let's check the same for the subtraction part. So to verify the associative property for the subtraction part, we'll first verify by finding the expression, finding the value of the expression a minus b minus c. Let's substitute the values first. So 2 over 11 minus 1 over 11 minus 5 over 11. Now, if you solve for the brackets, you will see that the denominator is 11, and 1 minus 5 gives us negative 4. And then if we combine these two fractions, the denominator will be 11. 2 minus and negative 4 would be inside the bracket, which would give us 2 plus 4, because we know that if we multiply two negatives, we are going to get positive. So 2 plus 4 over 11, which is going to give us 6 over 11 as the result. Let us now find the value of the expression a minus b inside the bracket minus c. So here we are going to get 2 over 11 minus 1 over 11 inside the bracket minus 5 over 11. Now if we solve the bracket, the denominator is 11 and 2 minus 1 gives us 1. So 1 minus 11, 1 over 11 minus 5 over 11. Again, if we take the denominator, the LCM of the two denominators, we are going to get 11, and the numerator part will get 1 minus 5. We know 1 minus 5 is negative 4 over 11. Now we got the two values, and based on these two values, we can draw a conclusion that a minus b minus c is not equal to a minus b inside the bracket minus c. So based on these two results, we can say that the addition and subtraction, for the addition and subtraction property of rational numbers. Now for the addition part, the rational numbers, addition of rational numbers are associative, but the subtraction part, the subtraction of rational numbers are not associative. Now let's summarize the properties which we have just learned. So to summarize the properties of rational numbers, what we have learned, for any two rational numbers a and b, if we consider the first property, that is the commutative property, the addition of rational number is commutative, that is a plus b is equal to b plus a. The subtraction of rational numbers is not commutative, that is a minus b is not equal to b minus a. When it comes to the closure property, the set of rational numbers is closed under both addition and subtraction. When it comes to the third property, associative property, the addition of rational numbers is associative, that is a plus b plus c inside the bracket is equal to a plus b inside the bracket plus c. But when it comes to the subtraction of rational numbers, it is not associative, that is a minus inside the bracket b minus c is not equal to a minus b inside the bracket minus c. Now we just took a few examples to verify these properties. You can take more examples and verify them for yourself. Now let us solve one question based on the properties which we have just learned, and let's see how can we use those properties to make the calculation easier. So I've taken here a question. Now if you look at this question, this can be solved in multiple ways using multiple methods, but let's see how can we use the properties of rational numbers and solve this question. So if we look at this question, there are two fractions which have the same denominators, that is negative 2 over 3 and 8 over 3. Now if we solve for this part first, so basically what we are going to get is, in the next step, negative 1, and then you see that inside the bracket the denominator is the same, so that would be the LCM, and minus 2 plus 8 would become 6, and since we got plus 6, we can write this as plus 6 over 3 plus 1 over 5, where again 6 over 3 can be reduced as 2 over 1, and we can write 2 over 1 as an integer as plus 2. So we just saw that how using the property of rational number, this has become so simple. Now negative 1 and plus 2 would give us 1. So 1 plus 1 over 5 would give us 6 over 5. Now you definitely can try questions from your textbook using the property of rational numbers, and you'll see that how easier the calculation has become now if you use the property. So this was it for this video. I hope that you understood the properties of addition and subtraction of rational numbers. If you have any questions, do post them in the comment section below, and we'll be very happy to answer all of them. So if you like this video, do share it with your friends. Click on the like button. Do subscribe to our channel and also click on the bell icon. If you want a live one-on-one session with one of the QMath certified teachers, check the link in the description to enroll with us. And if you enroll with us now by registering on that link, you're going to get one free live online demo session. So do have a good day and bye-bye.